What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Uncle Rizza back in the building, talking about Gamergate, because anything with some controversy and fanboyism behind it is sure to be called something gate. The only thing we're lacking at this point is Gate, where we talk about the controversies of things with controversies, and then we all get mind fucked. But anyway, Gamergate. Now, I've acquired a very valuable skill set from Snow, who is the very disappointed PlayStation Drive Club owner on the channel. Don't tell him I said don't tell him I said that. And he has this innate ability to tune out noise. And I've admired it for a while, and I have worked to hone this skill. And now I have it. And now I can tune out noise. So this Gamergate thing has been going around for, it looks like somewhere around 3 months now. And it is getting out of control. So finally it hits my radar, and I am completely lost as to what the hell Gamergate is. And at first, my concept of anything gate, antenna gate, iPhone gate, bend gate, I sort of try to relate it to that, but it's nothing of the sort. It took me like a good day and a half worth of digging to really get to the bottom of this Gamergate and understand where it was coming from. Excuse me. So I'm still not gonna dig in, because I don't want to repeat a lot of the foundations of what this thing is about, because it's just fucking stupidity, man. Jesus Christ, can people act like human beings? Is that a lot to ask for in today's world? Apparently so. But from what I've been overturning on these stones here, one of the very first, I don't even know what you would call it, like motives of Gamergate was this female journalist who was she would always write about these very, and I wouldn't say they're controversial topics. Her stance on women in video games is very valid, and how women were objectified and so on and so forth. And she's even written alluding to the fact that it's no different than black men or black women in video games. It's all the same thing. You know, we're always looking at these white guys in games, so on and so forth. And she would just get like ton of hate, and it got really bad recently. I mean, she was badgered. There's death threats going out against the young lady, and it was just like madness. And she wasn't the only one. It seemed like anyone with a feminist view on gaming was just attacked by quote unquote gamers. Now, I say quote unquote for a reason, and I wanna give people a perspective of really defining what a feminist is and what a gamer is. So because someone feels like there's not enough of something doesn't make them anti-gamer. Because they feel like a certain race or a certain a species or whatever the case is not represented enough, doesn't make them a hater of the genre or gaming. And these feminine, I think a lot of people don't understand how feminists work. They are females, and you will hear them roar, right? Make no mistake, these are the same females that you sleep with every night, that lay next to you and with your wife and your daughters. And let me tell you, men are lazy and females are annoying. That's just the way anatomy works. And when they have a problem, they will make it heard. And I feel like a lot of gamers are very, they're not socially equipped to handle the psychological warfare that comes with dealing with women and feminists. And if you were to just sit down and listen to what they're saying, a lot of these feminists feminist women and these women in general make sense. I mean, they're not asking for the impossible. And it's interesting that they get met with the force that they do from quote-unquote gamers. Let's get into that. So what makes a gamer a gamer? Now, the past few years, I probably go back and say the last 4 to 5 years, video games have gotten really popular. You know, where the movie industry was really hurting, the music industry was hurting, the video game industry was flourishing. And not only were they moving more units, but they were moving more units at like $60, whereas an album was $12. You know what I mean? A movie was $15, $20. It was really a dope thing. So as gaming moved to more mainstream, you started to really get the casual jackasses. And I've heard this word tossed around a lot when you talk about Gamergate, this identity. The identity thing is more so what the hardcore gamers they use. They're upset. They want to protect themselves. Like no, you know, I haven't taken a shower in weeks. I'm on level 98 in World of Warcraft for my fucking mage or whatever the hell it is they play, or these Battlefield Go Hards, Call of Duty fanatics. You know, these are the guys that are really getting upset when people they say gamers are dickheads. Because let's be real, these clowns that are on Twitter acting a fool, I don't think they're gamers. I think they're people who play games. You know what I mean? Just because that's the thing to do. It's no different than the harassment that these Hollywood stars get out there from normal people. I wouldn't say people who harass celebrities are critics or diehard movie lovers. You know what I mean? They just watch this movie and they don't like that person, and they behave like jackasses on the internet. I really want to draw that distinction, and it's really hard to cipher through the noise and figure out who's a gamer, who should be identified as someone who cares about the culture versus someone who's just here to do some of it and just make noise and behave like a fucking idiot. And then there's another part of this Gamergate thing that's just that I find interesting. And as such a small channel that we are, and I really do appreciate a lot of the guys, the gamers that rock out with us, because they understand our perspectives and our points, is the journalist and the journalist and publisher relationship that's been going around. Now, this one is very personal to me. You know, I don't have as much time as I used to many years ago, and it's just a few of us here that we really come together to make content count when it does. And it's a huge effort on our behalf. And then it's all about, you know, we put together a review. You know, I've been playing Forza Horizon 2 since it's been released, and I'm still gathering my thoughts, and I'm still gathering video footage and all of that for you guys to really put together a cohesive review that I think will offer a perspective that you didn't already hear, and would be very informative. This takes time, and then I put this review out there and it only gets about 200-300 views, and I'm going up against somebody like IGN, and I enjoy IGN reviews, right? I grew up on IGN like everyone else here, and I just made my own lane, and a lot of the other guys on YouTube did, and I feel like we as a team, as a channel, we have a lot to offer on top of what IGN says. But it's very frustrating that we get the game today and IGN had a review up yesterday, and it's very disheartening for someone like us, and no one will ever see our review, right? Because we're on page 97 when you type in Forza Horizon 2 review. No one will ever see our review, and that's why I'm so taken back by every time someone takes the time to comment and say, holy shit, really good review, man, you guys deserve more views. You don't know how much that touches us because of the hard work that goes on behind it. And at face value, it comes down to one very simple thing. It's just we're not in the circle jerk. We're not in the clubhouse. You know what I mean? Who the fuck are we? No one sends us a free copy of these games, and there's a lot of ethics involved in that. Like I have a subscription to one of these inside gaming things that I got through a very high up friend, and I don't use it. I don't want to get on those forums and ask these publishers that are running around there for copies. It's easy to do, but the problem is when you engage in that social activity, they expect a certain amount of misogynistic behavior from you. Now you can no longer give their game a 2 out of 5. It has to at least get a 4. And I refuse to do things that way. If you guys been following us on Lifestyles Defined, where we do a lot of our technology, we buy that shit. Nobody sends us these things. And I am very adamant about purchasing the products that we want to talk about, because it is our right to bitch and moan about it, and if it is great, to fucking jump and rave about it, because we spent our money. And I'm spending my money to tell you my opinion, because you will be spending your money. And so many times on IGN, GameSpot, Polygon, you see these games that get super hyped. The latest and greatest bad taste in my mouth was the Drive Club, where that trailer came out. The Drive Club trailer was launched the same day Forza Horizon 2 was launched. And in the trailer, they had this website who said it was for sure a Forza killer. And it was like, wait, like what? You know what I mean? And I didn't play Drive Club, but I didn't need to play Drive Club to understand that it wasn't a Forza killer. It was insane to me. It's not that one game is better than the other. They're just in two completely different lanes. How does someone even say that? And it was so nuts. And then the game Drive Club came out. It got slammed in the reviews. And then I went back to that website, and they themselves didn't have a review. And it's so frustrating to see that. Like, I don't know what their unique visitors are on a monthly basis, but I guarantee you it's way better than ours. These are people who have a responsibility to deliver a cohesive and authentic message to their viewers and their readers. And that's what they came up with. That's selling out. I don't like that. And it's not all that side of it, right? That's the extreme bad side. It's not always like that, but that is part of the Gamergate discussion. And it's nuts to see the word Gamergate means so much to so many different people, and so differently defined by so many different people. To one person it could signify harassment and death threats, and to another it could signify just uncouth behavior in journalism and just unfair treatment across the board. I don't even know. I don't see a solution to this problem. It's just the internet. You know, the more mainstream something becomes, the more people are going to get exposed to it, and the more people that become exposed to it, the more dope things are going to come out of that, better perspectives. And then you're going to have the assholes. You know, there's good and bad everywhere. And I wish these journalists that are being harassed, I wish that they had it in them to grow a thicker shell. But even that's a lot to ask, because they were a journalist by trade. They already had a thick shell. You know, it must have been just that bad that they couldn't take it and they gave up. And that fucking sucks. That sucks that somebody in their fucking basement who didn't like one aspect of a game, or one character in the game, or because someone says, you know what, there's not enough women in this game, there's not enough black people, they thought that they can get on the internet and say some really nasty things to people. That fucking sucks, man. And it sucks that all of this is going on around gaming. And then I don't even know. I'm pretty sure at some point the console wars is going to get involved with this. And then that's going to spin off into the console versus the PC thing. And it's so sad. Like, guys, can we just game? Now I'm all for some fanboy war. I'll text Snow at 6:30 in the morning and ask him why he doesn't enjoy driving to the club anymore, because Drive Club fucking sucks. But no way do I call my friend from high school and put him down in life because the fucking video game he was anticipating from the company that he loves sucks. What in the fuck is that? What type of behavior? My God, people, if you're watching this, you subscribe to our channel, I want you to really make it a personal vendetta. And I say vendetta, it's a very harsh word. I want you to understand this gamer thing. Do your research on it, and then tap your coworker at work, tap your best friend, tap your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Let them know, like, yo, this is not gaming. This does not represent gaming, baby. There's some things that are wrong, yes, but as anything in this world, people will zoom in with a spotlight to the negative shit, and that will then define the entire mission. That's how it works nowadays, and I think we all got to get together and push back, man. There's some good people in gaming. Like I said, I did a video a while back about being a fanboy. Being a fanboy doesn't mean you're an asshole. You know what I mean? It's okay to love something so much that you want to not see what else is out there. That's okay. There's ways to go about being a fanboy. We could all be fanboys. We can all be PlayStation and Xbox extremists. And yeah, how about that Bayonetta 2, motherfuckers? Where's the Xbox and PlayStation fanboys now? That shit got a 10 across the board, motherfuckers. Talk that shit about Nintendo now. You know what? Fuck you, fanboys. Fuck you, Gamergate people. I'm going to turn on my Wii U and get this Bayonetta popping. Holla at me. It's your boy, Uncle RZA. I hope you enjoyed the long ass video. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out of here. Peace.